one. Welcome back to your family football feast. Folks, we're back for another freaking Kirk Cousins dime passing, throwing mother freaking season, dude. We're back.
You know, when you hear that tune, what type it is, it's football season. It's time to do a little football pod. I'm so excited, especially after week one. I want to know, baby.
So let's dive right into it, Chubbs. Right into it. Football's back. How about that? Let's talk about that real quick. How great is it? How hard have your nips been the last 2 weeks or so?
Listen, I've been, you know me, you know us.
You know my nips. Look,
you know this guy. But we're honest about football. We are. We're one of the few fans out there that, no, we're going to win 56 to nothing because we've been. No, fucking don't be an idiot. I knew going into this game was going to be a true test.
Yeah.
New coach, new GM, new offense, new everything. I'm nervous as fuck because it's Aaron Rodgers. He's seen everything. He's going to pick us fucking apart.
Yeah.
And we came out like gangbusters. I couldn't be more happy, surprised, all the above. And I'm so fucking juice psyched for this season just because our defense held fucking Aaron Rodgers to 7 points.
And he didn't even score them.
Yeah, I know. It never happens.
Yeah.
He never threw a passing touchdown.
Yeah, it was a running touchdown, yeah.
No.
So for the folks who don't know, the Minnesota Vikings defeated the Green Bay Packers 23-7 last Sunday, and in a pure dominant game. I mean, there was no point where I would give the Packers any edge. Like, they may have had a few good runs. Our run defense wasn't the best, but it still didn't matter. When we made stops when we had to, that type of thing. So,
but when has that ever happened, though? You know, it's one of those where we were the worst team in the last 2 minutes of each half. That everybody would always score, at least 7 before they'd go into halftime. And, of course, they would come back and either tie it up at the end of the game or fucking beat us at the end of the game. And didn't happen either or. So
neither of them happened. No, there was no scoring in the last 2 minutes of that first half or at the end of the game. There was no scoring. So that right there is a turnaround. I keep seeing these videos of Cousins dropping dimes, dude. Like, finally, we have a coach that tells him, hey, you are that guy. Throw a receiver open. And I sent you that video.
Yes.
That's the best example of a quarterback throwing a receiver open. Because Jefferson was running in the direction, and Kirk said, here's where you need to be. Like, go run under the ball. And it was still a dime. He stepped up in the pocket to his left, threw right. Oh, just.
I know, folks out there.
I was in the airport, and I came all over myself. I had to change my britches.
That's why you were in the jail for the last 48 hours.
Yeah.
Indecent exposure. Your pregnant wife was left all alone.
Yeah.
She had to bail you out.
Yeah.
But other than that, I told you at the beginning of this season. What did I fucking tell you? I mean, this is still premature. This is still premature, just like you did at the airport. We have the best wide receiver in the game. And also number 8. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
3 letters, and you can repeat them, or everybody out there that heard me a couple months ago called it before the season even began. I'm telling you, he can throw the fuck out of the ball. He's accurate as hell, and that's all we need. Accuracy.
Yeah.
MVP.
That's for you. Got something. Oh.
Bam.
You like that?
Oh, I fucking Kirk that.
That's Kirk approved. Oh my God, I just had it in my head. What was I talking about? What was I going to say? Here's what I was going to say because I wrote this down just based off the game last week and based off of, we finally have somebody who can let's say this. Thielen was basically no-show. KJ was a no-show. Irv Smith was a no-show. Dalvin got his touches and got his yards. Madison was able to show up. But that was all Jefferson the entire game. So when people try, because I think Jefferson's got a talent to where you can try and stop him. Your best bet is to double him and try to contain him. He's going to get his touches. So when they do that, we still have an all-pro in Adam Thielen.
Yeah, good luck.
And a monster in KJ. KJ's so underrated that I just don't think people know about him.
So what I'm telling you guys right now is, yes, good luck on stopping JJ, because I love what we're bringing. We finally have caught up to the league.
Oh, I remember.
We've caught up to the league as far as we have this young offensive-minded guy.
That's right.
There you go. And I love it. I love it, man. He's letting the fucking players play. It's a different outlook. And so as Vikings fans, we have to be over our fucking heads in excitement. I am so excited.
Yeah. Let me ask you this. When's the last time you've seen a Vikings team try to attack downfield within the last 30 seconds of a quarter or a half?
1998.
It starts with a 19, folks.
Yeah. 3 deep.
I mean, how crazy was that, seeing us getting the ball back with 34 seconds in the first half? And O'Connell's like, dial that shit up, dude. Let's. It didn't work, but
the only time we could do that was Moss's rookie year. We had Moss, Carter, and Reed to where
I mean,
that's all you had to do was throw it up in Moss's vicinity and he was going to come down with it. So that's I would listen. It's going to take me a little bit more to compare JJ to Randy, but
we're not doing that here.
So close. So yeah, that's going to be tough, but that's the only other time that I've ever seen one person take over a game like JJ did on Sunday. Oh yeah, man. That's my boy. That fucker. Yeah, there's nobody better than him. So go fuck yourselves. But we have the new damn.
Get more like Jim Rice Cooker.
Excited about the Vikes. I think, hey, we can go on and on. So let's.
Hey, look, here's what we're going to do. We're going to continue going on and on because I got something. I went back to the last football pod and I listened to half of it. So I don't have any of our picks. So I don't have a fucking clue if we got anything right. But I will say you've already brought up something that I didn't hear I've written down here. Chubb said we are catching up to the next level of competition. That was before the season, folks. That was, if I'm not mistaken, we pre-record these things. That was 5 weeks ago.
Yeah.
It was a long time ago. And you said that, and we saw it Sunday. It's insane. I do have a question for you, Chubsy.
All right, shoot.
Legit question. Now that I'm thinking about it, my answer's kind of changed.
All right.
Do you think of 2015 Vikings?
Ooh.
Number 2 defense in the league, number 1 defense in the league.
Yeah.
Does Cousins on that team win that team a Super Bowl?
Wow, great question.
It's pretty valid with the number 1 defense.
No, number 2 defense, and think
we
about
didn't have receivers.
Yeah, we didn't have those weapons, but
Charles Johnson, fucking Greg Jennings.
Yeah,
Kyle Rudolph though. We had Thielen was there. I mean,
but I just don't think we had the game breaker like we do in JJ. I don't think
Diggs wasn't there yet. So
yeah, so I don't think. No,
I don't think so either. I mean, we had AP. You still had AP though.
Yeah, but
we're talking 15, so he was still running. I mean, it was still Iowa offense type of Vikings football.
Yeah. So no, I don't think so. Kirk has been kind of groomed, I think, along these years of going through what he's gone through, and just as this drop back type of run first type of offense.
Yeah.
Where now he's just put into this type of offense to where, hey, we're going to throw this fucker all over the field. The best quarterback that we could ever have is an accurate one. And when you put somebody like him that's been in the league as long as he has and has been successful for as long as he has, an offense like this to where the field is wide open, yeah, I don't think there's holding them back. But no, I don't think he would have. I think the results pretty much would have been the same, maybe a little bit better, but no, I don't think Kirk would have made a difference.
Yeah. All right. Well, I wrote that down just thinking it'd be a nice little trivial pursuit here on the old BWBs. Now, a few other things just before we dive into week 2 action, because we're already in week 2 of the NFL season here. A few things that were said that I noted on the last podcast. I, for one, said, bold prediction, Russell Wilson isn't who people think he is.
I remember that.
Don't get Russell Wilson hype or Kirk Cousins hate. That was my bold prediction. How did he do Monday night, Chubbs?
Well,
that's what
he actually lost. So that right away
he is such a goober now, dude. Did you see him pregame?
Yes. Listen, he's all about the nostalgia, but
he's lost his mind is what happened.
Well, no, but listen, this is the thing that I didn't like is why in the hell were Seahawks fans booing him? That man
you gotta give him a little boo.
I know, but it wasn't his choice to be traded.
I think it was. I think he forced his way out, kind of like, hey, man, you guys are rebuilding. I'm trying to win another championship.
Fucker, they didn't tell us that, so I don't know that.
Yeah, it's not even an inside link I have here.
Listen, they gave him a fucking championship. I mean, he did everything he did. There were world champs. I mean, come on, he's trying to better himself, and you guys got a lot of good folks and a lot of damn good picks for the trade. So,
yeah,
I don't know. I probably would have done the same thing.
You won the game.
Yeah.
Another thing before we dive into week 2, I know I kind of threw the football episode on you. Are there any non-Viking performances that stuck out to you?
Well,
that one at you? You got at least one?
Well, the one I really want to get into is how bad Dallas is.
Oh.
And how really surprised me that I don't know if it's Tampa's defense is that good or if Dallas is just, I mean, they were horrid. I mean, to say the least. Yeah. And that really surprised me because they still have talent all over the board. But I think over the years, I think their offensive line has gotten worse. I think Zeke has gotten worse. I think Dak may be overrated. But first and foremost, I think their coaching staff is probably the worst in the NFL. They're back in the old style, in my opinion, Mike Zimmer type of coaching style to where I think they're not in the now.
Yeah.
If you can take that for what it is.
That's right in my pipe. I'm smoking it. That makes so much sense. That was what I watched on the flight from Phoenix back to Minneapolis. It's great. Delta Live TV, dude. I couldn't believe it. But then I was watching it and I'm like, this team really misses a high-powered running back, and they really miss Amari Cooper. They don't want to admit it, but they really miss a receiver who could – and Amari Cooper's not the fastest guy in the world, but he needed one, maybe two people at all times because he could put a double move on you. And they traded him for fucking peanuts to the Browns, which – it's Dallas, dude. It's America's poverty franchise, what I call them, not America's team, because they can S my C for all I care.
No, but what I really loved about week 1 was all the great games. I mean, you had a couple of overtime games. You had
one tie.
I mean, you had Pittsburgh and Cincy going to fucking overtime, missing field goal after field goal, and then finally, damn, Pittsburgh pulls it out. You had the Chicago game was a damn
monsoon.
Yeah, so that was cool to watch. I love that. Hated Chicago won, but
That's a fluke. It's a fluke game. They're not. They're not like that.
But week 1 overall, man, yeah, it was a great week.
What do you think of the no AFC South team won and 2 of them played each other?
Whoa! You just knocked me over the damn dome with that one.
Yeah, the Colts and Texans played each other and tied. Jags lost to Commanders, and the Titans lost to the Giants.
Oh, that's what I wanted to say. Is fuck yeah for the Giants.
Good for them, dude.
Huge cojones on head coach. Fuck this,
Mr. Duval, Dabble.
Yeah,
Dabo.
What'd you call me?
What'd you say to me?
Dabo.
Said it was DeBelly? DeBello. You know what you're talking about.
All right. There wasn't. Yeah.
There was one.
Oh, yeah. You heard him. But
Mitch, shut up. Whatever Mitch is, I'm talking to a wall.
Yeah.
People can see it too. Shut. I need to go this way. What'd you say?
There you go. Yeah, I can't see the wall over there.
You're talking to a closet.
Huge. Yes, I am.
Go the other way, Chubbs.
Yeah. There we go. Huge cards in that guy.
Fuck yeah, dude. And look, they said, you know what? I don't give a fuck if I'm playing in Tennessee or if I'm in New Jersey, MetLife Stadium.
Yeah.
I'm winning this fucking game. And I'm putting it in the hands of my playmaker, which is Saquon, who had 160,000 rushing yards.
Well, that was kind of out of the ordinary because we don't know what we're going to get from him because he's been hurt.
Yeah.
So he's got the talent, but hopefully
he didn't look that hurt to me.
Well, no. So hopefully he can stay with it, man. So good for him.
Yep.
Of course. Right. Fuck Brady. He still looks good. He still looks like he's damn.
You know what? I'm holding on to my bold prediction of the last football pod we had, and it said TB's worst season yet. I'm holding on to it because he didn't have that good of a game. I think Dallas is just that bad. I think Dak is severely overrated. I mean, like, just Christ, dude. Like, it's because he's on the Cowboys is why people think he's so good.
So, what? I wish we knew our predictions for.
I'd have to go back.
Because I think we actually
know us.
Did we predict the divisions though? Did we do that?
I think we predicted week 1 for sure.
Oh, the only other one that I got, just to say is going back to the Russell Wilson game and what the fuck Denver or what? No, what the fuck? What were they thinking at the end of the game?
Mike Zimmer was definitely on the horn.
Yeah, he's got a huge leg, but motherfucker, give him 10 more yards. Why are you gonna take a minute off the clock and let him kick a 64-yarder?
Did you see the Manning cast?
Yeah, that's actually what I was watching.
Somebody did a statistic count of how many times Peyton Manning did the timeout. He did it 62 times before Denver took their timeout.
Yeah.
He just said, come on. All right, guys, come on. This is what I would do, Eli. If I was in there, I'd do this. And he stopped, and then he waited, and 20 seconds went off. He goes, come on, Den. What are you?
Yeah, no.
62 or 64 times, something like that.
Yeah.
They let a fucking minute run off that said, oh, yeah, all right, this is good. We should just let him kick a 64-yarder outdoors.
Yeah, so.
Not in Denver. So it's not going to travel as far.
No, exactly right. So.
Fucking stupid. It was dumb. It was dumb.
So my recap is that Kansas City still really good. Giants have balls.
Arizona's really bad.
Arizona's really fucking bad. I think Indy and Houston are mediocre.
AFC South is so poor. It's the new NFC East.
Yeah. So I like this year. I couldn't believe the Carolina-Cleveland game. I mean Carolina's defense is porous, so they deserve to lose that one, I guess, because I thought they had that one won. But overall, I loved it. A lot of great games, but most of all, Skull.
Of that motherfucking game, dude. Probably the most important game of the year was getting one in the division at home against the Packers. Because I mean, who else is going to battle us for the fucking the North? I mean, that's why I think the Bears win is kind of a fluke. I mean, a team from California is not meant to play in tsunami type weather. The Bears are just used to it because it's the Midwest. The Lions just garbage points, dude. Just garbage points. I can score when your defense isn't playing worth the shit.
Yeah.
Well, but if your defense is playing, then I can't really score, and that's what I got out of that game.
Well, hopefully their defense will still play like shit coming Monday night. So
yeah. So let's get into it, Chubbsy.
Let's do it.
Let's talk about this Thursday. The Los Angeles just travel to Kansas City to take on the Chiefs live on Prime Video.
Yes, going to be
writing down mine as I read them out. I'm writing mine down so I don't influence you on yours, okay?
All right. So good game, and you say this is
I don't have any over-unders or any spreads or anything. I just have straight ups.
Is this Chiefs at Chargers or Chargers at Chiefs?
It looks like Chargers and Chiefs.
Chargers at Chiefs. Listen, I think Mahomes playmaker, Kelsey playmaker. Going to be a great game, though. I think this comes down to home field advantage early on in the season. I think Kansas City takes it by 24-20 Chiefs.
Nice. 24-20. I didn't even put a score down.
Put that
I'm going to put a score down now. And I like your 24, but I think that's the losing score. I think it's 38-24 Chiefs.
What?
Next game, Chubbsy, 1 o'clock on Sunday, when your New York Jets travel to the newly painted Elf Field Cleveland Browns. Have you seen the field of Elfie the Brown?
No.
It's a fucking elf that's painted brown and orange that's doing the Heisman pose with a football in his hand. Google it. That's their midfield.
Good Lord.
Midfield logo.
What the hell is wrong with them?
Oh,
now, listen. The Browns are okay. I mean, seriously, who is their quarterback again? Brissett?
Yeah.
Do you go with them at home? I don't know.
That's up to you.
Hold up. Who are they playing again?
The Browns and the Jets.
Yeah, Browns get. I mean, Jets are fucking horrid. They don't have their starting quarterback. Who is their quarterback?
Mr. MVP himself, Super Bowl champion Joe Flacco.
Flacco. So now Flacco's old. He'll make mistakes. I think Browns get him at home. I think Flacco will get sacked probably 4 or 5 times. Browns win it probably by 14, 24-10. Brownies.
All right, folks. You heard that here, and you're also hearing this. Jets by 3, 27-24. Next game.
You motherfucker. You just throwing that one by me, not even explaining yourself.
Next game on the docket is the Detroit Lions host the newly renovated Carson Wentz-led Washington Commanders. Commanders at Lions, Chubbs.
Commanders at Lions. Listen, Wentz surprised me a little bit. Wentz kind of went off.
He did.
For a lot of yards. I think that's an anomaly in my opinion because I don't think that he's going to last the year or he's not going to be as productive throughout the year. I think it's going to be a high-scoring game. Unfortunately, I think the Lions knock them off. They go another 35-32. Lions beat the Commanders.
Folks, I don't know how you get 32 in the NFL, but I like it, Chubbsy. Let me turn this light on, see if I get a little – there we go. Look at that. Look at that.
How'd that work?
Look at that right there. Right there. I got the Commanders taking one. I don't think Detroit's ready for it. I think Wentz has another week 1 like game behind him. I think he knows what he needs to do to survive. and they don't want to put Heineke in if he's still there because he's going to lead them to the playoffs. So
I know.
why would they want to do that? All right, the next game is a very, very interesting one. Let me write down who I'm picking and then mark it out and then choose the other team.
All right.
Tampa Bay travels to New Orleans in a divisional game. 1:00, Bucks at Saints.
Wow, this is where we got to realize, hey, the Saints offense kind of came into the game late and kind of started scoring a little bit to win the game. Bucks were kind of just ordinary. Tom Brady kind of looked a little older, but it's still Tom Brady. I can never, ever fucking bet against him until he retires. So I think Tampa Bay wins it by 3. I think it's going to be a low-scoring game. Go 17-14. Tampa Bay wins it at the buzzer.
I'm ready for our great picks later in the season between teams that don't have a chance of, last year 9-6 games or some shit like that. All right. Well, I'm taking the Saints at home. I just Tampa didn't do much for me to be like, holy shit, this is the Buccaneers of 2 years ago. They've got most of their starters back from the championship team or whatever the thing is, but Bruce Arians is not their coach anymore. I don't hate on what's his name.
Arians is still up in the boot though.
I know, but what's the coach?
Bull? No.
Yeah, Todd Bowles.
Todd Bowles.
Yeah. Look, you've been fired from the NFL once already. Okay.
True that.
That's all I'm saying. Nice guy. Yeah. Don't think he's going to lead them into New Orleans and beat them. However, I do think for our next game, and I'm going to start off this one, Chubsy, that we're going to be looking come week 3 podcast at a 2-0 New York Giants team, Chubsy, because they're going to beat the Panthers when the Panthers come into town. I think I got Giants, and I got Giants big.
Dude.
31-10, Chubb.
Dude.
31-10. I don't think Panthers have a shot in hell. And fuck all you Panther fans.
Hold up now.
Sorry, guys.
But I don't know why.
Darren, you're cool. Darren and Anita, you guys are cool, but fuck you. All right? You're cool, but fuck you.
Hey, we're on the same page. I think it's going to be a drubbing. I think the Giants are riding so fucking high right now that not invincible, but their confidence is just fucking up there. And I think, yeah, they put a hurting on them. Same thing. I think maybe 31-17.
Yeah, I just don't. Maybe we're getting a little too confident, but that's why this is a podcast and the points made up and nothing really matters.
There you go.
Here's one that could be good, but I still the way they fucking played last week, dude. It's scary. All right, the Patriots travel to Pittsburgh to play the Steelers. The fucking Steelers, the way that defense, Minka Fitzpatrick, the fucking way Mike Tomlin I got Steelers by 14. But like Steelers are better than that loss last week, which is crazy to say because they were dominant.
No, they won, didn't they?
I don't think. Oh, did they? They did win, didn't they?
Yeah, they won in overtime.
Still going Steelers.
All right.
I'm going down to win because fuck New England.
Huge loss though. TJ Watt's not playing. He's out.
Tore his pec.
Tore the pec, so he'll be out. So that's a big hit on their defense. But I still think they're going to be dominant. I think it's going to be closer than what you're saying because Belichick rarely loses 2 games in a row, and he rarely loses by that much of a margin. But he always loses down in Miami. So I think you take that game and you push it out of the way.
Oh, yeah.
I think it's going to be close, but yet I still think Pittsburgh gets them at the end. I think it's going to be I'm going to go like 24-21 game. Real tight, but I think Pittsburgh gets them at the end.
All right, I'm going 17-3.
Damn.
14 points, dude.
All right.
We're back, baby.
We are back. I love it.
Fucking back, Jubsy. Now, you ever been to Jacksonville, Florida, Jubsy?
I actually have.
Beautiful down there, isn't it?
It is. It's a beautiful area.
Like trash and semen. Now, when the Colts travel down to face their division opponent, the Jaguars, everybody's going to want to jump in the pool, right? And you're like, hey, guys, no. We're right next to the Atlantic and the Gulf, all right? We don't need to jump in any pool. And they're like, hey, Colts, we got a pool here in the stadium. So when you score all those touchdowns you're going to score, and when you win by 20, have a dip in the pool afterwards. I got Colts 31-11.
Wow. I love the score. Fucking 31-11. 11 never has actually scored in an NFL game either.
It's possible. 3 field goals and a safety.
It is possible, but I like where you're going. I don't think that was indicative of the Colts' first game. They got up to a slow start. Matty Ice is going to get his game back. I think they drubbed him 28-10.
Yeah, you got Colts 28-10. I can't go 31-11 because I don't
know. That's pretty fucking awesome, though.
So I'll go 31-9 because I don't think they're going to get safety. Speaking of Florida Chubs, or like Borefield, who you got? Dolphins travel to Baltimore to take on the Ravens.
Dolphins travel to Baltimore, taking on the Ravens, both 1-0. Baltimore looked really, really fucking good on offense.
Can I stop you real quick? Sorry to interrupt.
Oh, interrupt all you want.
Welcome to the Beers with Brian Sunday matchup of the week. I think this is the game people need to circle it on their calendars as far as Sunday goes, because you know what you're tuning into Monday night.
Amen.
But I think Dolphins, who are we going to see, right? Is Tua going to be able to complete a 15-yarder? Ravens dominated the Jets. So what do you think? Who you got, Joe? What's going to happen?
Well, I don't think the Ravens are going to dominate like they did the Jets because they're the fucking Jets. But Dolphins got a lot of talent across the board. I like their head coach. Their head coach, just like my man said on Sunday after the game, you're going to have to carry his fucking balls in a wheelbarrow because that's what he has during a game and how he game plans. Yeah. I love that about him. But going into Baltimore, I don't think they'll have enough. I think Lamar Jackson is on another level than Tua Tagovailoa. And I think the Ravens pull it out. I think it's going to be high scoring. I'm going 35-31. Ravens win. You heard.
Oh, shit. Tua Tagovailoa. I'm going 31-28. I like the 31 number, but I don't know. Just got something about it.
All right.
All right, I'm going to rattle some off to you, Jubsy.
Let's go quick. Go quick.
Falcons at Rams.
Rams.
All right, we got Seattle at San Francisco.
Niners.
Cincy at Dallas.
Cincy big.
Cincy big. Houston at Denver.
I'm going to go Denver big.
All right. You know, the Rockies are a lot rockier than you think they are.
Oh, thank
you. Last game of the early, in quotes, slate. We got the Cardinals traveling to Vegas to play the Raiders.
Always a good one. I think Raiders get them at home.
You know what? I don't usually like doing this on the BWB, but I got to match Chubbs on every single pick there. I don't think Atlanta's worth their shit, especially since they choked the Super Bowl away and then they just choked their lead last week away. I don't think Seattle's got enough juice to go into San Fran. They got enough on a Monday night at home, blah, blah, blah. It's emotional. Russell Wilson, he's a egotistical maniac. So I don't think Cooper Rush is going to do shit against Cincy. But that fucking Bengals offensive line it may be the worst in the league. I mean, they even upgraded it, and it's still shit.
Could be.
There, though, I think Cincy still wins. I think Denver finally gets a win because I just think the Texans just don't have enough. Nope. And I like the Raiders at home because the Chargers are a tough team, but the Raiders played them very well. I think I agree with all of your picks.
Thank you.
Which leaves us two important games here, Chubsy. Two important games. Well, the first one doesn't really fucking matter, all right? Because we don't really give a shit because we are 1-0 against one of the teams. Now, do you think State Farm covers Chicagoans?
No.
Is it Chicagoans? Chicagoans? Chicagoans.
Yes.
So do you think that Justin Fields has what it takes to go into Lambeau and beat the Packers on Sunday Night Football?
2 words, N-O.
New Orleans.
No, he does not.
I got Green Bay as well. I think Rodgers just faced a really great Super Bowl caliber defense in Week 1, and I think and I think he always owns the Bears. I think he's going to continue to. I see him having 4 fucking touchdown passes, 300 yards. I think his receivers aren't going to drop passes forever. We just,
You remember last year they started off getting their ass whipped by New Orleans 38-3, something like that, and then
that was it. Yeah, they
ended up 13-3 winning the division. So you cannot count fucking Green Bay and Aaron Rodgers out. Unfortunately, yeah, I think they just go ham on the Bears.
Yeah. Holy shit!
What?
We got a double header Monday night for football.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Double header there, Chubsy. I forgot about 2 teams. That's because they both play on Monday Night Football.
The Schnikes, Batman.
When Tennessee takes their goddess of Titans and they travel north, probably taking 220 pretty fucking far. They get on 40 and they go up to 220, and then they take it through the Appalachian Mountains. They say, College game day in App State, I'm going to go right by you when we get on 220 and go north because I'm trying to eat some wings from Buffalo. Monday Night Football, Chubbs, Titans at Bills. How badly do the Bills beat the Titans?
I'm telling you, good luck and enjoy the wings because that's all that you're going to enjoy that Monday night. Because
how fucking dominant did they look against?
They looked fucking unstoppable. Josh Allen looked unstoppable. He looked so accurate in every pass. He knew exactly when to run. He knew exactly what player to fucking hit. He looks unbelievable. I know it's only game 1, but this kid is growing up right before our eyes, and he could be the next special person in the NFL.
Yeah.
I think it is a fucking drubbing. I think they beat him by fucking 3 touchdowns. I think it's 35, maybe 35-7, 35-10.
I'll put 35-10. I'm going to go 41-13.
Nice.
At home. I'm trying to do some different numbers here, Chubsy.
I like it.
We need some opportunities here. All right.
I'm going to write that one down.
There you go. Write that shit down. I'm actually just been drawing you naked laying on a beach the whole time. I'm not really writing.
That's a special picture for everyone.
Folks, we've come time in a program, and not by on purposeness, but by the lay of the land, the way the schedule brings you to. All right. We've had success, and we've been severely beaten in this location by this team. However, this team is completely different. Your 2022 Minnesota Vikings are also a completely different team. This is not the Mike Zimmer defense is going to win games, even though the offense doesn't score. This is a new era of Vikings football. From the GM all the way down to old Justin Try-To's toes, huh? We don't play for the team anymore. How about that reference for you? You want to talk about a random Viking for you? Chubbs,
nice.
Our Minnesota Vikings travel to Philly to take on the Eagles.
The Eagles are in for a rude fucking awakening because let me tell you this right here, right now. Nobody likes Cut Curtin in prime time, but the only thing he's done the last couple of times he's been on prime time is win.
Seriously,
Skip. So fuck everybody out there that doesn't like Kurt. Fuck everybody out there that doesn't like him in prime time, because we're going to show you an all new Vikings. I know it's only one game, but look, we have the most talented fucking team across the board. I'll put our starters against anybody. Now, I think we still got some growing pains we're going to go through. So I think Philly's going to put it in the end zone a couple times on us just because they're out of our division. We don't know them as well.
Yep.
It's going to happen. But I think in the end, we come out with it. I think we're going to go 31-21. Vikings win on Monday night.
I like it, Chubbs. I like that. You like that? I like that.
I like that a lot. I like that a lot.
I like that. I'm also non-biased pick here, just straight facts in football. Not biased at all. Not that I'm thinking about picking. It's not a podcast about the Vikings or anything. It's
what?
Weird. No. I would never.
What are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you mean.
What I'm gonna do, Chubbs, is I'm gonna do a little something bold because usually we aren't bold people, but with this new Cam Cock regimen coming through, the culture that is built, the locker room speech got me hard alone.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I got a 38-16 Vikings. I'm talking straight dominant, and they need to score 2 touchdowns with 2 2-point conversions. That's how bad we go into Philly and smack that ass, and then leave with cheesesteaks, and they're going to be called Minnesota cheesesteaks from here on out.
Nice. Oh, that just happened, ladies and gentlemen. That mic was just dropped, so you're not going to be able to hear the originator, B, from the BWB football podcast. I think the Vikes are fucking on an amazing run this first part of the season. Bam, that just happened.
Folks, that was the Beers with Brian, week 2 already. Of season 2 of the podcast, week 2 of the football rendition of Remix to Ignition hot and fresh out the kitchen. Folks, I hope you enjoyed it. Chelsea, you wanted to say something else. Remember,
I was just trying to think of those words that you were thinking with that song, but I do got one more thing I have to say, and believe me, this holds true because fuck Green Bay.